She's a real small filly, so we're just giving her time to develop. Barbara gave her to me just because she had a turf affinity, and with the intention, of course, to go to Ascot. But I just didn't think it was the right time to kind of push her, being so small. So I just kind of wanted to let her come into herself. And what I seen in the mornings, I just didn't see a filly that could win at Belmont or Keeneland early on. So we just kept kind of breezing her nice and easy, kind of letting her come into herself, and decided that I kind of like to go to a smaller track, maybe easier competition, definitely easier competition. So we took her up to Presque Isle. Tyler Gaffleone rode her that night. He was up there riding stakes, and she won. Not ultra impressive, but it was a really nice race. And we were thinking maybe from that race, taking her on maybe to one of the stakes just to kind of catch an early field that was underdeveloped yet, not quite there yet, and just really didn't see anything good. And then another opportunity came up at Presque Isle where thought it might be easy to get a second race and hope to win, and she did. She sat back there with Mario Pino with a beautiful race, and she came with a big run and sort of changed her running style. He's rode for me in the past, and in the fall of the year where we have the horses where we want to kind of take them back and make one big, and he's in the top 10 of all time in wins, and he just has that knack of doing that, and he did that night, and she won very impressive and settled really nice. So I thought I'd kind of take her and go with that style of running, and in the mornings we started letting her settle and come with runs. And so the work before we took her down to Kentucky Downs, she had an ultra impressive breeze where we put a couple of fillies in front of her. She sat back there and she really made a nice run, and just kind of was like an eye-opening breeze where she really came into herself. So I texted Barbara, I think we have a big chance at this race, and so I told Tyler in the paddock to kind of ride her the way that the last race and the last few works went. He did, and she showed a lot of heart, and grit, and determination, and she kind of fought hard for a little tiny filly like she is, and she held off that big colt on the outside and prevailed. I usually like to get a jockey's opinion right as they come back, and that's usually the best way to get an opinion on how far they think the horse will go. And I do think this filly, as a 3-year-old, will certainly go a mile. But he said sprint. And I think that her style now, where she's going to come from behind, is really going to play into that particular race at Santa Anita, where she can sit back there, let all the speed, go, kind of battle everybody out early, where she just kind of relaxes, and then from the last 3/8 home, she'll make one big bold move, and hopefully on the outside she'll come, and that track tends to play that way as well now, that horses are coming from last, going 5/8 at Santa Anita. So now that she's already has this style from her last 2 races and her workouts, I think especially with the spacing that she's now going to get between races, a lot of these when-in-your-ins are today being Sunday, are going to be 26 days from race to race, and the horses have to travel. So not only do they have to be at various different parts of the country, they're going to have to ship to those various locations here this weekend, run, come back to their main base, and then back to Santa Anita, where he's just sitting right here, and she's got one ship to do with all that time in between. I think Barbara's filly's going to have a big chance.